What's up, everybody? Welcome to the We Are ND Nation podcast, season 6, episode 6. I am Evan J. Thomas. With me always is Dennis Stover. And in this episode, we recap Notre Dame's 56-30 blowout victory over Purdue for their first win of the season. As the offense shines and Ash is trash. That's, I think, the new motto. And we will also...
No, sorry.
Go ahead. I was going to say, we'll also bring you into our game day experience at Holtz's Heroes Tailgate, Dennis's first time back on campus in 13 years, and our predictions for this Saturday's Arkansas game. Dennis, what's up, dude?
Hey, how's it going, man? Thanks for the great weekend. Even though I think what upset me the most is the rain. It's like, even the lightning. I don't mind. I could have stood in the rain, a drizzle and stuff, but it's just like, man, 13 years, and I'm all pumped, and I get a tailgate and meet legends, and it rained. Like, I can't even have this. Like, come on, man. Like, I can't even have this. I can't get a national title, and I can't sit through 4 quarters in a Notre Dame stadium without weather. Like, what's up, man?
Yeah,
are 2-hour rain delay.
2-hour rain delay at 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah.
Then when they came back, actually didn't even have a halftime, so that was out. Unfortunately, Dennis and I left right before they came back because we thought it was going to be longer.
It was 2 hours, and it just didn't look like it was letting up or still.
Yeah, it was supposed to come back, and for the team, it never did come back. But for us, we took off. So it is what it is. We went, and Dennis, like you said, how was your experience at Notre Dame?
It was great. I mean, I really like all the new additions to the stadium. It's beautiful. The Jumbotron is. I mean, it's really awesome. It's right behind us, and it was cool. It seemed like with the new additions and stuff, how that's built up, like it keeps a little more of the sound in. Unfortunately, though, I still had this feel like it was a nursing home. It's still a nurse. Like I lost my voice. Already started losing my voice in the first 5, 6, 10 minutes into the first quarter. I'm standing up. Defense, let's go. And everyone's just sitting on their hands, just, cool, a flyover. It's like, I know it was Purdue, but still, that place should be so much louder. And all the artificial noise, yeah, it sounds loud because they're pumping in through the giant speakers that they have there now. But I was a little disappointed in the actual fan base. And maybe what we're seeing, the product on the field of what we're seeing is not enough to get everybody hyped up, and I get that too. But, I mean, go through the motions, I guess, at least, right? Like, there was a point because we were in the south end zone, right? Mm-hmm. And Purdue was right there, and it's just you and I going, the whole stadium, that whole section should be loud as hell so Purdue can't hear. What's going
and not only that, the only time they really did get hyped is right about the third down when they tell you to get hyped. So it's like,
yeah,
they shouldn't
shouldn't need that, right? You shouldn't need a motive okay, we'll give everybody a free Coca-Cola if you cheer. It's just the pandering, all the crap music that they use for some of the hype and motivation and stuff. I want to hear the band sometimes, dude.
Yeah, and actually, you said that while we were there.
Where's the band? Where's the college experience?
The band used to play all the time between plays.
Between plays. They were getting ready in between, Notre Dame runs on a first down, it's 1st and 8. They would be piping up the band. I don't need to hear Dropkick Murphys 5,000 times. And they're playing the most ridiculous song anyway. Ship it up to Boston. What does that have to do with Notre Dame?
It's an Irish band. I don't know. Who knows why
Are they from Ireland? Is Dropkick Murphys from Ireland?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm asking. I'm legitimately asking. I thought they were an American band.
Yeah, that's why they are who they are. Anyway,
okay.
So let's.
I think there's other things they could use to I don't know. And I just hear "Ship It Up to Boston," and it's just shouldn't this be Boston College's song? Okay, they are from Quincy, Massachusetts. They are an American band.
There you go.
I just looked it up.
They just utilize the Irish motif to do their music.
Dumb.
Well, it's not dumb. It's your opinion. Shut the f- up.
Right. It's my opinion. So I'm saying it's dumb.
And I'm saying it's not. So there you go. I like it. I enjoy it.
I mean, it does make sense, though. I guarantee you the 5 people that watch our show will be like, he's got a point.
Well, yeah, it is.
I mean,
stupid
think about it. They're not from
song.
Ireland. Anyway, it's just, I hate the false, like, give me something else, man. Give me something else.
Maybe they should play the Pogues. There you go.
Sure, there you go.
They are actually from Ireland.
I think there's other songs they could utilize. I just, anyway.
The boys are back. There you go. The boys are back. Another Dropkick Murphy song. So let's see. What did you like about the game? Obviously, Notre Dame scored 56 points. You predicted 65-64. I predicted 45-13. You were actually closer. Who would have thought they would have scored 56 points? But also, they gave up 30.
Yeah, exactly. Well, there you go, right there. It's like, they won. Cool. I'm happy for that. The offense is nice. They, Anthony Knapp cannot pass protect. He's just.
Okay, so there was one play where Carr got hit, and I called it out while you and I were sitting there. He looked like a freaking turnstile on one guy.
Yeah, he's just on skates.
Literally, he went like that.
Yeah, that's right. He
didn't even get a body in front of him.
He's no good, man. So that's my only complaint. My favorite thing about the game, it was probably this. Carr, 10 of 12 for 223 yards and 2 touchdowns. The kid, he's the second highest rated passer in the country, I believe, right now. Manning.
Yeah, 100 and what is he? 143.
Where you at, Fine Bomb? Hey, Paul.
But 10 of 12, you talk about efficient, and then that very first drive where they threw that bomb to Malachi.
66 yards. That was awesome, man.
One play, first play of the game. This was the play that should have happened week 1 against Miami that actually Matt Shelton and I called that should have happened.
Yeah, why not? Who knows how that game turns out if something like that happens. I mean, we have to complete the pass, but at least they would have softened up the defense. That Miami defense is legit, man.
Yeah. After
Miami might be real this year because that defense is nasty.
So looking at what Carr did, and then you get
and then the running backs. That was my other favorite part. The running backs, awesome.
Oh,
just awesome.
Damn.
They're unselfish. Jeremiah Love said in the press conference, Jadarian Price is the best running back in the country. That's Jeremiah Love saying that about Jadarian Price. I mean, it's awesome. They're selfless. They're great teammates, it seems. So they bought into it. I just wish others would buy into it. I'm not sure where that disconnect is. So that was probably my favorite parts of the game, to see the offense really move the ball whenever they wanted to. It's nice. I mean, again, R and Denbrock, this could be magic.
Yeah, I mean, and think about it. It's a kid's 3rd start ever.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're putting up numbers like this. Jeremiah Love had 157 yards. Wasn't that a career high for him too? I
believe so, yeah.
2 touchdowns. Jadarian Price had 3 touchdowns rushing, 4. And then the 100-yard kickoff return. So 4 total.
4 total touchdowns, man.
Amazing.
4 touchdowns for that guy.
Jordan Faison, 105 yards, 1 touchdown. We said Malachi Fields, 1 touchdown. That was for 66. But now let's move on to the Ash's trash defense. What the hell? And there's a stat right there on the screen. Defense gave up 79 yards. They couldn't get themselves off a 3rd down most of the game. That was
just what we gave up to Purdue. Yeah, 379 yards. I mean, and most of it was in 2 quarters. I mean, it's pathetic.
Yes, correct. Yeah, because they basically
absolutely atrocious. The fact that they went up with 1:30 before the game was called, was it 36-17 or something like that, or
something like that?
They were up by like 3, and then Ash just doing what he does best, just looking like a turd on the sideline, like he's got a load in his pants, and he left the lights on in the house, and he forgot his kid in the car, or whatever other thing you want to add on to. It's just, he is absolutely clueless. I don't understand it. There was zero pass rush in the first half. Yeah, the third quarter they played good on deep or played a little bit better on defense, but it had a minute 30 to get to halftime and they gave up 10 points.
10 points. Yeah. Yeah, because that's right. It was 23 points going into halftime. And the one touchdown they scored in the second half was right at the end of the game on that sweet-ass pitch and catch that they did in the corner. That you and I even said there was nothing that defender could have done on that play because it was so well thrown. But
Yeah,
otherwise, that zone defense is just getting picked apart. And I'm worried going into this Arkansas game that their quarterback, who's freaking 6'6" and can run like the wind too, what's his name here? Talon Green, might be throwing for over 300 yards on us. And might.
Oh, he will. If Purdue's got like that, yeah, of course he will. Of course he will. I have zero confidence in this defense, and it's just going to, like you just said, this game, every game the offense is going to have to carry the defense, it seems like. And that's a recipe for failure. There's no way Carr's going to win every, you can't put it all on the offense. You just can't. They're not even generating turnovers, man.
Yeah,
they only have they have 3 sacks in the whole season, right?
Yeah, 2 last game that I saw.
One against
Texas A&M. Yep, that's right.
0 against Miami. They got an interception. One was actually a good play. One was a tip ball. So,
the DBs, man. It's the DBs.
What's up, Mickens? Supposedly the rumor across the country was like Mike Mickens is the best DB coach to develop talent. Well, I know we're missing Watts, and I know we're missing Morrison, but supposedly Notre Dame was recruiting on a high level with DBs, and so how is it such a drastic? I know it's a different team, but the numbers here are just inexcusable, man. Here we go. Ready?
Right, yep.
This is everything. This is the game right here. Through 3 games, ND has given up 98 points. The last time we had a stretch in 3 games where we gave up points at a clip like this was 2007. We gave up 102 points in 3 games. We all know how 2007 went. We went 3-9. The next year was 2016, where we won 4 games that year. I forget. I don't know how many. I think it was like around 100 and some odd points they gave up in 3 games. So that's why I always stick with you've heard me say this numerous times, numbers don't lie. I see ND losing like 2 more games this year. There's just no way. I don't see how they're just all of a sudden they're going to turn into a top 10 on defense on the back end. They did the only good, they stopped the run, but then again, is that really hanging your hat on something because it was against Purdue?
True, but I will throw this into it. There is news out there that cornerbacks Leonard Moore and Devontae Smith, who are awesome, are both questionable. Questionable, could play. Both have right ankle injuries and could be coming back from that. Here's a little stat for you, too. Razorbacks are averaging 324 passing yards per game.
Yeah,
15
exactly.
Most in the country. And Notre Dame ranks 132nd in passing defense. So that's a mixture for not success right there.
That math is mathing.
That math is.
It's not. I don't. Yeah.
It's gonna be a struggle.
I don't have anything really good to say about the D. I don't. I know we won, but we gave up 30 points. We shouldn't have given up 30 points. You gave up 10 points in like 50 seconds. It's just, don't give me that stuff. They played well in the third quarter, and they did. It's.
Well, I'll throw this in there. I'll throw this in there on the defense. They did let their very first touchdown that was thrown to the quarterback, who was absolutely wide open. A gadget play actually happened.
Well, they allowed a fake punt too.
I was just going to get to that too. They allowed a fake punt to get a first down, and then that very last touchdown that Purdue scored was that sweet play in the end zone. So to me, those are, I wouldn't call them fluke plays because they actually worked. So
you and the ultimate optimist, dude.
just
It's a
saying,
bad
there's a
play,
bunch of
man.
points right there. Yes, they are bad plays, but I'm just saying if they were to pay a little bit more attention, which the defense needs to do, this stuff wouldn't happen. When you see a quarterback go wide to the outside by himself, somebody needs to be there. And Adon Schuler came back in the second half, and you see that defense did kind of change a little bit. So maybe because he was out, that might have helped. Just saying. You're getting some
last year we lost a lot of injuries, and they played those younger cats, and they did just fine. So I'm not here for excuses.
There you go.
Coach them up, man. Players need to play too. Like
players do. Yes,
they do. The front of this, but again, what's up, Mike Mickens? Like, hello, people wanted him to be the defensive coordinator. Are you sure about that now? Like,
yeah.
And I can appreciate Marcus not wanting to look bad and throw his guy under the bus and all that jazz, but this is a bad hire. And it reflects on Freeman. I'm sorry. It just does. This isn't the instance of a couple years ago when he wanted to do Ludwig from Utah and he had to settle for Parker. That was out of his hands. This is on him.
True. And as we said, where was Ash last year? If he wasn't with a team,
he was scouting or something.
He was a scout. If that doesn't say something right there,
I just can't wrap my head around
that. That means 100 and how many teams did not want him as a D coordinator? Nobody in the NFL wanted him as anything. So,
yeah, like that's just it. When he was head coach at Rutgers, he didn't do anything, and then. I mean, his biggest claim to fame was being co-defensive coordinator on the 2015 Buckeye championship team with Luke Fickell.
There you go. All right. What are we getting into next? We're doing other games to watch. What else you want to discuss?
I mean, I don't know what else there is. I still want to stay on this Purdue game, but. I guess what more can we say is just I don't see them how they're going to turn like all of a sudden overnight just get the defense better. This isn't there's more to it than that. The problem runs deeper than just oh man we just got to make this call. Like his long-winded rant, I can appreciate like his anger and his fire and he hit the podium and but also too it's just I don't know. Did he really say anything? Like, did he? I don't know. It's just really frustrating. That's all. It's just so frustrating because they take so many strides, so many. Even under this started happening under Kelly. You know, getting that defense in the top 5 nationally. Because obviously, everybody who watches college football knows you need a top tier defense. Period. Right? We're just talking about Miami. Look how good Miami is. Everybody's all hyped on Clemson. Well, Clemson is bumped, dude. Right? They're 1-3. You know, Notre Dame could be 1-3 after this weekend, which I think they will be. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into other games that we're going to watch or possibly.
This is a much more exciting weekend, I'll say, than last week.
Well, yeah, they don't have bunk ass, like you said, games like they did last week. I mean, this week you got number 6 Oregon at number 3 Penn State. Damn. That's a playoff game right there.
Yeah, seriously.
You got 21 USC at Illinois, who got shellacked by Indiana last week.
Old Paul Signetti, man, went off, huh?
Dude, and he didn't hold up either. He just
non-filter.
Like, we're putting him on him. Number 1 Ohio State at Washington. I actually think that might be a little bit of a struggle.
That might be a tough game for Ohio State. Washington's looking pretty good, man.
Washington is looking good. That's why I put that one up there, even though Washington is unranked. You have number 4 LSU at number 3 Ole Miss. Brian Kelly versus Lane Kiffin. Dude, that is the tweets that are already coming out from Lane Kiffin. He said, take the over. He actually said that in a tweet. Didn't know if that's possible because, you know, coaches shouldn't probably bet, and I don't think he is, but he's just saying take the over. And then you have 17 Alabama at number 5 Georgia. Wow. So those are, to me, the 5 big games of the week outside of Notre Dame which we'll get to the game predictions in a minute. But which one of those like pop for you most?
I hope I would like to see Penn State beat Oregon. I hate to say this, but I hope spoiled children beat Illinois, so then that way it's better for ND, I guess. I always want to, but I never want spoiled children to win anyway. I'll take Ohio State winning a squeaker, but I think it's going to be tougher than they think. Ole Miss might get LSU because that Clemson win now doesn't. That Clemson win doesn't look. It's not that great of a win.
Wait, what was the other game that LSU won? Also, there was another one that
They're
they beat.
Undefeated.
Yeah, but Florida.
Florida just lost them. They're 1-3 too.
Exactly. So that they're saying, is LSU really that good, or is it just the teams they're playing are trash?
We'll find out then. And then give me dogs over Bama always.
Yeah, Georgia to me is gonna shellac Alabama, especially.
I hope so.
That's gonna be an interesting game. You ready to do our predictions?
Yeah, why not?
All right, let's roll. So we got this Saturday, it's week 4 for us, but overall it's week 5. We're at the Arkansas Razorback Stadium, who are 2-2. It's an 11 a.m. Central kick, 12 Eastern. The spread is Notre Dame favored by 6.5. The over/under 64.5 points. That's pretty significant. Quarterback Taylon Green, 6'6", 224 pounds, 1,191 yards on the season, 12 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 90.5 QBR rating, and he has 360 yards rushing on the ground, so he's the leading rusher and passer. Running back Mike Washington Jr., 330 yards on the ground, 4 TDs. Wide receiver Omega Blake, 24 catches, 326 yards, 3 TDs. And on the defensive line, Quincy Rhodes Jr. has 5 sacks on the season already.
I think he'll get 2 more on.
Well, as long as he's not on nap side. If he's on nap side, we're screwed.
Well, yeah.
Well, how do you see this game going?
That's what the beautiful thing about the defense. They put him on any side. Of course, he's going to be on nap side. They rotate. Like that's.
How are you thinking this game's going to play out? What do you got?
I think Notre Dame is going to lose this game. This is one of the games in our preseason show with Matt when we were just doing our predictions for the whole season. I had a hard time. I thought they could have lost this game then, thinking that Notre Dame was the awesome team that we all thought they were going to be before the season started. But this now just confirms it because I was like, it's going to be hard. You're going on the road in SEC country at Arkansas. You know, fun stadium. Those fans are going to be hype. Arkansas barely lost to. They were getting ready to kick a field goal to win the game, but they fumbled. So.
What did you say, Mississippi?
Memphis,
my bad.
And and again, I have zero confidence in Ash and the defense to stop anybody when they need to stop them. So there'll be letdowns and big plays given up. I mean, why wouldn't there be? So I'm thinking,
and they have the crowd.
Yeah, exactly. I mean. That crowd's going to be hyped, dude. They got a lot. And old Lou Holtz is going to be there because he coached both teams. So he's actually going to be at the game. And they're going to be hyped, man. They're going to be hyped. It's the first time Notre Dame's ever traveled to Arkansas to play there. I think it might be the first time they've ever played. I'm not 100% sure about that. But Arkansas is going to win 38-31, give him a touchdown.
I should have gotten Lisa Kelly on the show because she's going to the game.
Yeah.
And her daughter goes there. So she's kind of.
Oh, she's torn. She's going to have that.
I don't know if she's really that torn, but yeah, she's going to have that half jersey thing probably, you know, that stupid shit where they do half Notre Dame, half or house divided hat or something like that.
Yeah, right.
So I'm looking at this game, and I'm with you on the defense getting torched.
Yeah, this is not. I think dude might have 400 yards passing.
And now I'm actually changing my score, just my score on this game.
Well, you'll never pick Notre Dame to lose, so
that's not true.
It's true.
I did pick them last year to lose like 2 games, didn't I, or 1 or something like that.
No,
anyway,
you picked them to go undefeated last year.
No, I didn't.
You
One
did?
loss. No, one loss. And they had the one loss. I just didn't pick the correct loss. So I do still think that the offense is actually going to be able to move the ball as they've been.
Sure.
I still think they're going to put up points, but it's going to come down to the stopping of the defense. Can Ash's effing – I almost swore, I almost added to our tally there. Can Ash's effing defense make stops when needed? Let's get the 3 points on the board rather than the 7s for their offense. I have Notre Dame winning, which you already said, they're not going to. 38-35.
Oh, shit. I almost picked that score, too, but I went
31. I had Notre Dame at 38 the whole time, but before we talked about this, I had Arkansas at 21. Now I added 14 more. So 2 more touchdowns added. I do think this game is going to kind of go down toward the end of the game. It's going to be a 1 possession, last 5-minute thing. And can Notre Dame stop them? That's how I'm looking at it.
I don't see Moore and Smith coming back, but it'll be nice if they do, I guess. Maybe that will help some. But then again, they were healthy for Miami, and they looked like doo-doo then, so.
Yeah. So we'll see how this plays out. Obviously, big game for Notre Dame. They could either go to 1-3 or they'll be 2-2 going into 3 home games after that. So hopefully they can get this one so they can get back on the schneid, as they say.
If they go here's a hypothetical and stuff. If they go 1-3, does something serious happen?
No.
Right. That's how I feel too.
No. Something serious.
In a normal world, though, anybody else would be like written up severely or suspended or fired from their job. But unfortunately, the awesome world of sports.
Things will go south and things will happen if Notre Dame loses, I would say, 3 of the next 6.
Yeah, Notre Dame could very well go 4-8 or 5-7. Dude, that defense leaves nothing inspiring. They're just not inspirational to me. They look confused.
That USC game is going to be like 100-102.
Yeah, right.
Because nobody could stop on defense.
But then again, they only put 30-something on Purdue, so.
True.
And they played just super cupcakes their first 3 games because of bum Riley.
So after Arkansas, we have Boise State at home as well as NC State and USC. So, yeah, like I said, if they lose any of the next, I would say even if they go 2-2 in the next 4, I could see heads rolling. But that's got to happen.
It's
because it'll be called for it, because that means if they go 2-2, they're then 3-5.
Right.
That's not how a team that just came out of the championship game.
Right. National runner-up.
Yeah. And you have a brand new quarterback who's actually doing well, but a trash defense. So, yeah, something will happen, I think, if we're 3-5 at that point. There you go. That's my prediction. We'll see. I'm not saying they are going to lose those games. I do have another loss coming up, even though originally I did not. And I think I told you which one it was.
Yeah, Pitt.
Yeah. I'm saying
I'm still going to stick with that one in my prediction. I think they're going to lose this game. I think you toss in spoiled children, Pitt, and Boston College. They'll drop 2 of those. They'll drop 2 of those 3 games.
Gotcha. Makes sense. But we'll see. Obviously,
I don't see it.
Obviously, the first one is what mattered. Because if they lost to Purdue and they would have been 0-3, then I actually think something might have happened. But obviously, didn't. So,
I don't see it. I don't know I don't know. I'm not a coach. I'm not an analyst. I'm just a silly fan who's tired of being let down. And here we are being let down once again.
I hear you. So Dennis picks Arkansas to win 38-31. I pick Notre Dame to win 38-35. It's going to be an interesting game. Well, hopefully Dennis comes out to my house on Saturday for a nice little pre-game.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Let me know how things are going, because we're going to have Bloody Marys and mimosas and probably make some eggs.
It might be a little too early for me, because it's like a hour plus train ride, and then I have to go get the metro train, because it's metro, not like subway or the elevated train. So, and I think on Saturdays they only run like every 2 hours or something too.
Ooh, yeah, that sucks. Okay, well, we'll see what
I'll
happens.
look into it and see, but
Dennis,
I wouldn't get your hopes up.
Appreciate you much on doing this show, as we always do.
Yeah,
we're gonna try to do this more consistently, where we actually have time slots for this, because I've reached out to a couple of potential guests. They got back to me and said, let me know when, and today was obviously too early. We did it on an early time on a Wednesday. Somebody who was actually just in the nominations for NFL Hall of Fame, who we've had on the show before.
Oh, yeah?
Alan Rossum.
Oh, no shit. For kick return?
Yeah, for
awesome.
kick return running back. So he is listed in this year's not finalist, but I think it was nominated. And he was one of them.
Fantastic. That'd be great to have another.
So he and I were talking this morning. He said yes, he'd love to come on. Just let him know. And I said, "Well, you let me know, and we'll figure out a time."
I also want to, because this really made it special, and this was probably my favorite part of Saturday, being at a tailgate first and foremost. But thank you, Reggie Brooks, and everybody at Holtz's Heroes for putting on just a really super special and wonderful tailgate, and just really just kind and just like opening up everything to anybody to come in and just eat and drink and talk football, or just anything. Met some cool people, really cool people. I got to meet Lee Becton in person. I mean, as you all know, if you've been watching the show, Lee is up there in the echelon for my Mount Rushmore of Notre Dame players. I love Lee Becton. I didn't fangirl that bad, so that was cool. And Reggie Brooks and
Jack Nolan. Jack Nolan
got to meet the legendary broadcaster, Hall of Fame broadcaster, and Jack Nolan. I mean, that guy is a legend, and I thanked him for his years of coverage and service and his grace, because he is awesome, and that was really, really rad. And yeah, see Matt Shelton, that was just awesome. And it was Matt Shelton, it's like we're just like you and I are. So he's just, what a super rad dude, and just an amazing, wonderful person, and just a great guy. And I'd like to say at least like, maybe a friend, like I'm not gonna call him, hey, what you doing? But it was just really cool, because he walked with us inside the stadium. It was just great. Thank you for making me feel very welcomed and part of I felt like an alum. I mean, we felt like we went to the school, like we graduated there. It was really, that was nice. And that's one of the big reasons why I love Notre Dame football and stuff. I thought that was really, really awesome.
It was really cool seeing you finally get to experience that. You got to meet DeJuan Francisco. You got to meet John Fitzgerald. Randy, I forgot his last name.
Randy Kinder. We got
there.
Yeah, man. Steve Berline.
Berline. Who is the dude with his son who's a coach? Howard?
What was his name?
Something Howard?
Yeah, I forget.
Gary?
Yeah. And it was really awesome to see the 88 actual championship ring like that up close, and like, oh God, wouldn't it be great if we could get like a 2026 title ring? Or give me anything, guys, please. I'm gonna be 50 this year. Let's go, man.
And for Dennis Stover, I'm Evan J. Thomas. You can find us all over the social medias at We Are Indy Nation, weareindy.nation.com. And until next week, any last words?
I hope they win. Go Irish.
Beat the Razorbacks. Rock
Beat
on.
Arkansas and consider firing Ash.
That will be next. See ya.
Deuces.
Thank you.